I had recently been injured on the job and I couldn't go back, to work. And I didn't know how I was going to, get my mortgage paid, and I didn't want to lose the house. So people have been talking about reverse mortgage, so I thought that would be the best thing for me to do, to save. And I had enough equity in the house. And the guy explained to me that they would pay the note out of the equity, and then once the equity was gone, they wouldn't kick me out. I would still be able to stay in the house until it was until I, went to my heavenly rest.
For those who don't know, a reverse mortgage is when a financial institute is buying back the equity of your home so that you can stay in the house for free and you can save that money. And if you're not under the right reverse mortgage, sometimes it's made so that you cannot buy back the house. They didn't set up a trust, or family members didn't quite know. It sounded like a great deal. I get to live in my home for free. But they were eating up her equity at about 10 times the interest rate on average.
Then my grandson did some research and he was like, Granny, you mean to tell, when you're gone, the house goes to the bank. He was concerned about me not leaving something to the family. And I said, well, what can we do about it?
My friend, my brother, he's an investor and he was financially stable enough to qualify to buy back the home.
When I started my path and was trying to, acquire homes, I was thinking about giving them to my daughters. And then so I started asking my mom, asking my grandmother, like, well, what is you guys' situation when you plan on leaving? And my grandmother she explained her situation, and with the reverse mortgage, I didn't think it was super beneficial. At the time, it could have been, if you wanted to leave something to everybody and we can, keep her estate in our hands, I thought it was, highly likely that we should flip that reverse mortgage and get it back into a regular loan. She can still live in her home, we can still benefit from it, and I think that's what a lot of people need is the ownership and not selling their grandparents' homes, and that's what we see a ton of.
And now they get it. And I'm so excited because they got almost $500,000 in equity that they're sitting on.
I'm starting to feel better like I did in the beginning.
That's right.
Because I bought my house later on in life and I wanted to leave them this anyway. And that dream was taken away when I had the reverse. Whatever happens in life, they would always know, well, Granny's house is still there. I could stay there for a little while until I get up on my feet. At least it would be here. If they want to go to college out here, they wouldn't have to worry about going to a dorm. They could stay at Granny,
We talked about this a year and a half, basically, this process, but also leaving college and, knowing you and dealing with you. You're on this path that, brightened my mind to a lot of things as well.
This is just something important for my culture, our community. I really stand on building generational wealth because, the system isn't set up for us to keep wealth going from generation to generation. They want us to sell and become consumers. And just to see my brother, he's only 28, to do this, it's inspiring me, and it just hits me in my heart, man. And I got to see firsthand, where something could have went wrong actually went right. And it's a blessing. So I want you guys to be a part of this journey, and I want you guys to feel where we're coming from and what we do, because we're really about this and we want to save our family members. And I want you to look into your family member situation and make sure you guys are building generational wealth from one family member to the other, because that's how you guys are going to get ahead. That's how you're going to get ahead.